lot of affiliates do this, and it's really just absolutely killing the organic traffic of your video, because if you're brand new to TikTok Shop, it's gonna be hard to try to sell something. But this is like the only time I would tell you as an affiliate, especially if you're a beginner, to not sell. All right, what's up everyone? We got a big video today because we're gonna be talking about finding winning products as a TikTok Shop affiliate. If you don't have a winning product and you're doing TikTok Shop affiliate, it's gonna be hard to make money and you're gonna get discouraged, you're gonna give up and quit like most people do. So before we get started and before I kind of go over the criteria that products need to meet whenever you are trying to figure out what to sell on TikTok Shop, I want to explain something to people, because a lot of times whenever you start doing TikTok Shop, you aren't the best on camera. You're not the most charismatic individual. You don't really understand how to use your words. A lot of you become unnatural. Like, I'm still not the most natural person on camera as long as I've been doing what I've been doing. So in Titans, in the community that I run and where we kind of help TikTok Shop affiliates and grow brands, I always push for people to sell supplements. But whenever you are selling supplements, if you're brand new to TikTok Shop, it's gonna be hard to try to sell something. And the product I'm holding right now is Better Alt Shilajit. And the reason it is a hard product to sell, most people, unless you're kind of tapped into, you know, what Shilajit does or what sea moss does, all these different things and ingredients that's in the Better Alt, they're not gonna understand. So what you're gonna have to do in the videos that you make is you're gonna have to try to explain to them what is in the product, like what sea moss does, what Shilajit does, and you know, all the different benefits of each thing in that product. And a lot of people aren't good at that when they first start. So a lot of times what you see is creators that just start doing TikTok Shop will think to themselves, okay, well, let's just take this product and I'm gonna sell the ingredients. And nobody cares about the ingredients because, one, they either don't know what the ingredients are, what they do, and two, they don't really care because it doesn't connect to them in any type of way. So the goal is always to connect with them emotionally whenever you're not selling a product that is kind of a show off product, I guess I should say. The other product I'm holding is headphones. Little tiny, well, I guess they're not headphones, but little earbuds. It is gonna be a lot easier for somebody that doesn't know how to, you know, sell the best. It'll be better for them to sell something that's more of a show-off product, like earbuds, because I don't have to explain to you what earbuds are used for. What I can do is I can explain how I use them. I can show off, you know, the earbuds, you know, put them in. This is what I use before I go to the gym. You explain it and you show them the product and say, I got these on TikTok Shop. I'll drop a link down below. It's not that you're picking the wrong products, it's that you're not selling the correct way with the products that you're promoting. Whenever you are trying to do a product like Better Alt is the brand and then Shilajit is the product. A lot of affiliates do this and it's really just absolutely killing the organic traffic of your video, because it just comes off instantly. Whenever I see it, I'm like, okay, they're trying to sell me, whatever, move on to the next video. Whenever you are talking about something like this, instead of telling them what they should do, so you should get Better Alt Shilajit, you need to tell them what you do. Explain to them, this is what I do. You know, the Better Alt's version is my favorite one. And then say, if you want to get the one that I have, I'll drop a link below, and there you go, you can have it. Because people, we're in right now a phase of distrust online. A lot of people are just not trusting what anybody says online anymore, and rightfully so, because of all the scams and stuff that's going around and that's out there. So you never want to come off like you are trying to sell somebody something. So you got to always tell them, and this is really in particular talking about supplements, you always got to explain to them. The one that I've tried is the Better Alt Shilajit version because it had the most reviews. It had this, it had that. Explain why you tried that one. If you want to try the one that I have, I'll drop a link below. That sounds way better than me saying, if you're struggling with low energy and you're tired all the time, it's hard to get out of bed, you need to try Better Alt Shilajit. They're two completely different styles. The first style is way more organic. It's not really me trying to sell you, but you're more inclined to buy the product if it's something that I've done and you watched it all the way through one of the videos where I talk about the different things and the different problems it helped me with. So that was my little rant. Kind of went off topic there, but that right there alone, I think, is better than finding the most perfect product on TikTok Shop, just how you sell the product. So whenever it comes to product criteria, I got the list pulled up here. A few things that I'm gonna look for is, what is the commission on the product? 15 to 25% is kind of what you wanna aim for. You don't wanna have to sell thousands and thousands of products and get 5% commission. It's just not really worth it. The only time it's worth it is if the brand is running Spark ads or they're running your video in an ad and you're getting views and traffic that way. Essentially, it's views that you would not have gotten if they didn't spark the video. The next one, can you demonstrate the product verbally, or can you show off the product in some way? So if you aren't really at the level of a creator that can show off products and explain products verbally in a natural way. So what I would recommend is find little gadgets, find things that you can actually show doing the thing, because it's going to make it a lot easier for you. Use your strengths to your advantage. The next one, what are the historical sales like on TikTok? So there's some products out there, like the Betteralt. I'm just going to keep using that as the example for this video. This product right here has a couple 100,000 sold on TikTok Shop. So you know that there's social proof there. People have bought the product. There's demand. But then there's other products that a lot of people don't really see on TikTok Shop, but don't realize that, on Amazon, there's huge demand for it. I'll give you a quick story. So I was going through the Titans portal and looking at just different brands and companies, and I seen a brand that caught my eye. Really, really good brand. I'm not going to say the name of it yet, but really good company. And it only had, a couple hundred sales on TikTok. I'm like, you know what? Let's go look at Amazon. And on Amazon, it had over, I think, 50,000 units sold within the past 30 days on Amazon. What that tells me is that there's demand, there's people buying the product, it just doesn't have any traction on TikTok. So that's still a product that I would recommend trying out on TikTok Shop. It doesn't have to have, 1,000 sold plus or this and that. If the product has demand in the market, whatever avenue, then that means that you can still post the product on TikTok and make money from it. But realistically, if you are a newer affiliate, I would just say, kind of the cookie cutter information would be make sure the product has 1,000 plus sold. There's videos out there that you can kind of replicate. For the more experienced affiliates, you can kind of look at the Amazon traffic, Amazon sales, be creative in your own way because you already understand kind of the best way to go about selling products. This is like the only time I would tell you as an affiliate, especially if you're a beginner, to not sell supplements, because in Titans, I'm always pushing for people to sell supplements because the upside on supplements is just insane. If you're newer, you haven't seen success, try gadgets, try things you can actually show off. That's literally like the number one thing when it comes to doing that. Now, you can use things like Calidata. You can use things like Fastmoss to kind of go through and figure out what products are doing well at the time, what's not, but nothing beats the For You page. Like the For You page is how you're gonna see different videos in the algorithm. That's why I recommend having at least one other account that you kind of just are scrolling the For You page. That way you can kind of see what's going on, see the different trends, different things like that. Same thing when it comes to finding products for lives. Me and Levi had like an interview style that we did about a week ago. I was asking like, how do you find your winning products? Because he's doing really, really well with the Kind patches on lives. And he just says, he finds his products from the Discord, because I'm always posting different products, see what's working, what's not. And just from scrolling the For You page and seeing what other people are going live with. That's really how he finds his products. Now, with that being said, maybe this can help kind of change your style over if you haven't seen much success. But if you're someone who's not in Titans, you can click the link below or click the link in the description. We have a ton of stuff. If you're a TikTok Shop affiliate, highly recommend you are joining Titans, because we give out so much value, free samples. We have, we're an agency. We connect creators to brands for retainers. We do a bunch of different stuff. So if you want to join that, click the link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment if you have any questions, and then subscribe to the channel if you are new. So thank you all for watching. My name was Gage, and I'll see you all in the next one.